So I started my Etsy journey a little over a year ago. Let's see how much money I made in 2024. So if we come on over to my shop manager on Etsy, you can see that this is my lifetime stats. So I started it back in September of 2023, and ever since then I've just been growing gradually, testing ads, adding products, and making more sales over time. So just in case you're not aware, over on Etsy, I've got a shop that focuses on book cover design. So I've got loads of pre-made book covers. So if we scroll down here, you can see you've got these pre-made book covers that someone could purchase, update the book title and author name. That offers a nice, easy, affordable option for self-publishers on Amazon KDP. But a lot of the time people would want something custom and bespoke, in which case I've got this custom book cover design option as well. So obviously this one is a slightly higher price point, but on this one, if someone purchases it, they'll get different mock-ups from me, and then they'll get to choose one route, they'll have multiple rounds of amends, and they'll get a custom book cover that they're really happy with. So there's basically two entry points to the shop. One is pre-made book covers, and the other one is custom book covers. And so if we come on over to the stats, we can see that lifetime I've made a little over $1,300, but if we do 2024, you can see the majority of that came last year. So in terms of revenue, you can see we had one small order in January, and then during the middle part of the year, we did really well with getting multiple orders, and it's continued on throughout the rest of 2024. So the hope is with Etsy, similar to Amazon KDP, that I'm building, I'm getting more followers, and over time those orders are just going to steadily increase. Coming down to the shopper stats, I've had 145 favorites, I gained 42 followers in 2024, and I gained 10 5-star reviews, which is absolutely amazing. And to me, at least, that shows that people are enjoying my book covers and I'm providing a very good service. I've had 4 repeat buyers in 2024, which is fantastic. And if we scroll down, we can see that people found us in different ways. So the majority of people found us on Etsy app and other Etsy pages, a good amount through Etsy search. I've sent almost 700 people direct, probably through things like these YouTube videos. And then I've also driven people there via Etsy ads as well. But I just want to share with you a fantastic tool called Everbee. So Everbee is a plugin that works with Etsy, and it offers a ton of stats and research tools. So if we come on over to Everbee, they've got this new tool called a shop analyzer. And so what I'm going to do is analyze a competitor's shop and see if I can learn anything from that. So if we search for this competitor's shop, we can see they've had a total of 274 sales, and average a monthly revenue of £1,606. So if we click on their shop, you have all of this lovely information, and straight away you can see that it's priced on the lower end, whereas mine is more medium and high end. But they get on average around 76 monthly sales. And if we go to the listings, we can see what's selling well. So in terms of what's getting the sales for them, they have a book cover design option similar to mine. So if we click on that, we can see a little bit more information. And we can see that their custom book cover design is listed for only £23. So whereas mine is over £100, this is going in at the cheaper end of the spectrum. But what's really good for me to see is that book cover design there is getting an estimated 21 monthly sales. So this is making them almost £600 a month. So if I wanted to tweak my pricing, make it a slightly lower price point, there's every chance I could get more sales. Looking at what else is making them money, they've got this service as well, which is very interesting. And so this is hire a graphic designer, custom design, graphic design service. And so this is very interesting. This is you can just book them out for a certain amount of time to work on your work. So that's quite cool. That's maybe something that I could look at in 2025. So yeah, this shop analyzer tool is really cool. And I think it offers a fantastic way to find new types of products that you could be making in 2025. But going back to last year on Etsy, if we scroll down on the stats page, we can see where people are finding my products and what they're buying. So that custom book cover design that I mentioned to you, that had 33 favorites and 3 orders. So if it was a cheaper price point like that product we just saw, it would probably have got a lot more orders. But if you watch this channel, you know my time is precious, right? I make these YouTube videos, I create books that I sell on Amazon KDP. And so for me to make it worthwhile, I need my price point to be a little bit higher. So whilst I could potentially make a little bit more money here and price it a bit cheaper, for it to be worth my time, it needs to be priced at the higher price point. But over the last year, that got 3 orders. The paperback add-on got 2 orders, which is fantastic. and then my custom pre-made book covers sold as well. Going into Etsy search, we can see how people found my shop. So you can see that the majority of people come into this custom book cover design, and that's because it's a repeatable purchase. Whereas my pre-made book covers are one and done. So if you buy it, it's gone and it won't appear in the search results anymore. So I've got a custom book cover design listing, which can be purchased again and again. So it makes sense to push that with ads. And so that's what I've done here, and that's why it's generating the majority of the listings. If we click on that, we can see the amount of visits across the year. So we can see here 550 visits across the year, and the majority were after sort of May time, and it's driven $332 in revenue. In terms of the search terms, we can see the majority of search terms are book cover design, pre-made book covers, the type of search terms that you would expect for this listing. But what's interesting to see is I'm getting some search traffic through Google rather than through Etsy. So that again shows the power of Etsy. And if people are searching for book cover design, custom book covers on Google, they might even find me through Google, which is fantastic. However, you don't keep all of your income on Etsy. You have to pay fees and you have to pay for ads. And so this was my ad spend for 2024. So you can see that I drove over 34,000 views, 528 clicks and 2 orders. So that conversion rate isn't great, but it's because I'm at a higher price point. And from that $117 of spend, I generated $125 in sales. So not a fantastic return on investment, but it's an investment into my shop and it's an investment into my search results as well. And so there might be a few transactions missing on here, but if we go over to my QuickBooks account, which is where I manage all of my finances, you can see that my business profit for the year through Etsy was £707. That's approximately $863. And as you can see there, the income per month mirrors what we saw on the Etsy dashboard, which is exactly what we would expect. The first few months of the year, I wasn't really doing much over there. And then the second half of the year, it got better. We got a few more orders, especially in June. So I've earned a little under $1,000 on Etsy in 2024. Now that's great. It's an additional $80 a month, which is nothing to be sniffed at, but it's probably not been worth my time so far. But the hope is in 2025 and beyond, with the help of tools like Everbee to find new listing opportunities, that the shop is going to continue to grow. Now, Etsy is a fantastic opportunity if you're looking to sell digital products online. As you've seen from my shop, selling book cover design, it's maybe not the best thing to sell on Etsy, but there's still a demand. And so if you've got an interest in a certain area, if you've got a skill that you don't really see out there on Etsy that much, there's a great opportunity for you to create a shop and give it a go. If you do, make sure to check out Everbee. There's a link in the description below. And if these Etsy videos are helpful, make sure to come back to the channel because I do 1 or 2 of these every month just to keep you updated with my Etsy journey. Okay, so that's it for this one. I hope the video is useful. Good luck in 2025 and I'll see you in the next video.